Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given soul.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
What now? OP.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really good.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Caleb Chason, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
Now, that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From midfield now, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. Luke Farrell. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
He got 29 yards that time. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Carr. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. On the return, Johnson. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Take it at the 37. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 58 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's Carr. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Now Carr. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He'll air this one out for Kirk, and this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Hey, block it.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd and 15 now. Lawrence. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, Lawrence flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has. It is not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Johnson on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, and his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Agnew now to return. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him. The return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, now Carr. Able to find Waller, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Carr toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From midfield, here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 31, Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Carr to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
77 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they'll go again with Etienne.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Logan Cook now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
On play action, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the counter, ETN.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On second down, a run with ETN.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Max Crosby
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 42 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Carr will look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
ETN once more.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
ETN up the middle.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Going for it, here's ETN. And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and 1 to give them a new set of downs. The CD always a little...
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the... Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping this. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn,